Hey all, it's Bill, back with your weekly dose of Hellenistic astrology. And I'm beyond pumped for this week's forecast because it's what I like to call the week of Ramsey. Yep, it's one of my favorite weeks of the year. Why? Because it's birthday central in my house. My one son's got his big day on the 22nd, another on the 25th, and mine's coming up on the 28th. Okay, fine. My birthday is technically in next week's report, but it's Monday, so I'm claiming it now. We've got another big birthday weeks in my family too. One in May with my daughter, my son, and my dad, and another one in December with my son, my wife, and both my late grandfathers. And yeah, I know my mom's dad was a Mitchell, but I'm still counting it. So grab a drink, get comfy, and let's talk about what the cosmos has in store for you for July 21st through the 27th. I'm keeping this super relaxed and easy to follow, whether you're new to astrology or a total pro. We're using a modern spin on Hellenistic astrology, throwing in the outer planets like Uranus and Pluto for some extra flavor, but not giving them the keys to the kingdom. No rulership or dignity here. Just think of them as the cosmic spice. Let's dive in. All right. First up, we've got a big cosmic conversation happening between Venus in Gemini and Mars in Virgo. This energy started bubbling up last week. It hits its peak on July 23rd and is sticking around until next Monday. Picture Venus as your vibe for love, fun, and connection. In Gemini, it's like that friend who's always texting, flirting, and juggling a million social plans. Mars, on the other hand, is your drive, your get it done energy. And in Virgo, it's super focused. Maybe a little too focused. Like organizing your sock drawer by color and fabric focused. When these two square off, it's like planting a perfect date night, but getting into a silly argument over who's better at picking the restaurant. You might feel torn between keeping things light and fun versus obsessing over every tiny detail. For some of you, this could spark some lively debates or even creative breakthroughs. Think brainstorming sessions or passionate conversations that light a fire. But watch out for getting stuck in petty disagreements. Like, don't let a debate over whose turn it is to do the dishes ruin your vibe. So, lean into the playful side of this energy. If you're feeling that tension, laugh it off. Maybe channel it into something creative, like writing a spicy text or tackling a project with a friend. This is a great time to mix fun with focus. Just don't let the small stuff trip you up. And to quote my mom, don't sweat the small stuff. And remember, Ramsey, it's all small stuff. On July 22nd, the sun struts into Leo. And let me tell you, this is where it shines. Leo, all about confidence, creativity, and owning your moment. Think of it as like stepping onto stage with the spotlight just for you. It's no coincidence this is birthday week for me and my boys. Leo energy is big, bold, and ready to celebrate. When the sun moves into Leo, it sets off three big connections with other planets, like a cosmic fireworks show. We're going to break these down one by one because each one's got its own flavor. Ready? Let's go. First, the sun in Leo makes a friendly connection, a sextile, with Uranus in Gemini. This peaks on July 23rd and wraps up by July 26th. Uranus is like that quirky, unpredictable friend who shows up with these wild ideas and shakes things up in the best way. When it teams up with the sun in Leo, it's like getting a sudden burst of inspiration. You might wake up with a crazy idea for a project, decide to rock a bold new look, or just feel like breaking out of your routine. This is the kind of energy where you're like, you know what? I'm going to try something totally new today. Maybe you sign up for a dance class, start a blog, or just say yes to something unexpected. It's fun, it's exciting, and it's all about expressing you. My advice, roll with those sparks of creativity. If you feel a little rebellious, that's just the cosmos saying, go for it. Just maybe don't dye your hair neon green on a whim. I mean, unless you're really feeling it. Next up, the Sun in Leo forms a super smooth connection, a trine, with Saturn in Aries. This one's exact on July 24th and fades by July 27th. Saturn's like the coach of the cosmos, always pushing you to step up and put in the work. In Aries, it's got this fiery, let's do this vibe, but it's still about responsibility. When it links up with the Sun in Leo, it's like having a mentor who believes in your star power but wants you to back it up with effort. This is an awesome time to tackle goals that make you shine. Maybe a work project, or a creative passion, or even something personal like training for a race. You'll feel this drive to build something lasting while still rocking that Leo confidence. For me, this energy screams birthday goals. Like maybe I'll finally organize that big family party I've been dreaming about. Whatever you're working on, this is your moment to show up and make it happen. Just don't overdo it. Saturn loves effort, but it's not a fan of burnout. Pace yourself and you'll be golden. All right, here's the big one. The Sun in Leo faces off with Pluto in Aquarius. This peaks on the 25th and lingers until the 28th. This is intense, like a cosmic showdown between your inner rock star and a force that's all about deep change. Pluto in Aquarius is shaking things up on a big scale. Think big ideas, community shifts, or letting go of old ways. When it opposes the Sun, you might feel challenged to share the spotlight or rethink what makes you, you. It's like the universe saying, hey, you're awesome, but maybe it's time to grow in a new way. This can feel heavy if you resist, like clinging to an old version of yourself. But if you lean into it, it's super powerful for transformation. Maybe you realize it's time to let go of a habit, step up in a group, or just embrace a new side of yourself. During the week of Ramsey, this feels like a birthday gift from the cosmos, a chance to level up. My advice, don't shy away from the deep stuff. Journal, talk it out, or just sit with it. You'll come out stronger. Trust me. And that's the cosmic forecast for the 22nd through the 27th. This week's got it all. Playful vibes, creative sparks, and a push to get things done, and some deep transformative energy. With the Sun in Leo, it's your time to shine, especially during the week of Ramsey. Did I mention that it's my favorite week? Whether you're celebrating a birthday or just soaking up that Leo glow, let this week boost your confidence. Balance the fun with a little discipline from Saturn. Stay open to Uranus's wild ideas, and don't be afraid to dive into Pluto's call for growth. Oh, and if Venus and Mars have you bickering over who forgot to take out the trash, just laugh it off and keep it light. And thank you for joining me for this week's Transit Report. Want more? Drop a comment below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your friends, especially that one who blames their Sun in Leo for their craving the spotlight, strutting like a rock star, and snapping selfies at every golden hour. Also, Tracy and I have untethered ourselves from our storefront this summer and are unbound. We are doing in-person and phone consultations, or maybe you want something different for your summer gatherings. A mobile mojo party could be your answer. Check our website for details at zenllamabeans.com. That's ZenLamabeans.com. Or give us a call or text at 479-222-1782. And always remember, in a world gone mad, use the light of the stars to guide your path. Lama your Zen.